I'm Jason.
And I'm Rae.
And today we're going to go explore the Cuyahoga National Park. Cuyahoga in Ohio, which we didn't believe was an actual national park. We had to Google it.
Yes.
And it's raining, so stay tuned. So I feel like we're getting real sick and tired of the rain. It has ruined a lot of our adventure days. I don't know why, but we'll have bright and sunny weekdays, and then Saturday it rains. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So we had plans to go on like a nice long hike this morning, but you know when you wake up and it's raining, that's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah.
So we cuddled up, watched some YouTube videos, and then decided we had to get out of the house, rain or shine. So we're just gonna go explore what we can explore by walking around in the rain and
run some errands after.
Yeah, and actually we want to let you know about a cool thing we found, because this week is the week after the rally and we didn't have campground plans for Labor Day weekend. Oops, which is not good, especially here on the East Coast. I mean, I guess it's not good anywhere, but especially here on the East Coast, when I feel like that was like everyone's last hurrah. So we weren't even able to get an open spot at KOAs, which are our fallback.
Yeah.
But we were able to get a spot here, no reservations.
Yes. And
it was awesome. So we'll let you know on that secret that we found out. That's it. Let's go check out that national park.
So one of the really awesome things about traveling full-time is you never really know where you are. So you depend heavily on GPS, and I feel like 50% of the time GPS just does us dirty.
Deer.
Is there deer?
Yeah.
Oh. Also saw 2 turkeys earlier, which was really cool. Anyway, so yes, GPS does us dirty a lot, like more than I thought it would. I never had an issue with GPS before. I feel like it did us dirty today, or this is just like not your traditional national park. So we put in the national park address, and it drove us through these mountains, hills, and then we're here.
There's like a ski resort right here.
Yeah, there's this, yeah. Anyway, the GPS says like destination is now 150 feet on your left, and then it ends. So now we're just driving down this road. We don't see anything that actually says that this is the national park. Oh, there's something that says visitor center. Okay. But like it still looks like the town. You know how when you get to a national park, they have all the signs, you know, even huge ones that you can stop and take pictures with. Like they make it very clear to you that you're in the national park.
There's a railroad, there's a big freeway.
Yeah.
So this looking a little
there's
better.
A river.
Yeah, it's better.
Boston Store Visitor Center. Okay.
Let's go to that.
So anyway, this is just very different national park. Oh, there's the little national park symbol.
Yeah, so this works, but very strange.
Yeah.
Because we're now, according to Google, in the middle of the national park, and if you look straight ahead right here,
there's freeways.
There's two huge freeways.
Yeah, up there. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little PSA that if you're thinking about this lifestyle, to get used to getting lost.
So like we recommended before, you need to make sure you always stop by the visitor center because they actually know what's going on. And it's a lot easier than Googling stuff. And so this place is great. They actually had a map that says places to go. And it says, if your time is limited, use this guide to make the most out of your visit, which is perfect for us because like we said before, it's raining. We don't really know what to do. We didn't look at it at all, except for to verify that it was indeed an actual national park. We do still think it's a little weird of a national park, like to go from the visitor center to where we are now, which is some waterfall. Brandywine waterfall. We actually had to like leave the national park and like drive through a neighborhood and then cross over a freeway and then enter back into the national park. It's just,
I don't even know if we left the national park.
No, we did because I was looking at the GPS.
Oh, okay.
So
but there's no distinction. Like we didn't even know we're leaving the national park and coming back in the national park because it's not like they have all your regular national park signs of like, welcome to the national park or thanks for coming, bye. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, and like no entrance fee kind of thing, but I mean, I'm happy that we have it. We'll take any national park space that we can get. We actually found out what those railroad tracks were for also in the visitor center. Apparently there is a scenic railroad trip that you can take through the park. It takes about 3.5 hours to go from one end to the other. People say it's beautiful online and you can buy your tickets online ahead of time. And they recommend that because they do sell out. I also looked and they had like beer tastings on the train, and then there was a steam engine that's here in the month of September, which I thought would be pretty cool to take like a steam train. But we won't be here. So if you're here, check that out.
Yeah.
And let us know let us know in the comments down below. So we're gonna go check out the falls that he recommended. We're not really prepared, but we'll just kind of make the most of it.
It's Brandywine Ski Resort.
Oh, okay.
And Polar Blast Tubing. So yes, this park is also open in the winter and they have winter activities, snow activities here that you can participate in as well.
Also, the whole reason we're actually even here, like we were saying before, is we didn't make reservations for Labor Day. And so we were in Indiana for the first part, Friday night and Saturday. And for some reason we thought the rally went through the entire Labor Day weekend and we just didn't really look at it or verify.
Until that week.
And we're heading back to New York because we have to go to a blogging conference next week. And so we're like, what do? We looked up our KOAs, which is usually our fallback because they're most expensive and no one ever...
They're never full.
They're never full because they're expensive, and they were all full. Every single one we looked at, and then every place we looked at online was full. Thousand Trails was full. We were getting ready to start calling every campground that didn't have like a way to book online because those are probably like you'll find some place to go if you try hard enough. We just weren't in the mood to do that, but we got the idea, since we were staying at a county fairground in Elkhart, they might have like RV campgrounds at other fairgrounds. So just by chance, we were looking near this national park and there was a fairground there that we were able to get into. And so that is now going to be our backup plan because it was super cheap. When we called the guy at the fairground, he said it's first come, first serve, and that there won't be a problem because they have never filled up. So
that's a nice little secret that I feel like we discovered. I've never seen anyone else talk about fairgrounds. So that's like our big tip for you in this video is if you're in a bind or you just want a cheap place to stay, you really should look at the fairgrounds that are around you. I don't know what it's like on the West Coast, but on the East Coast, the 4-H clubs are really, really big. So they have these really big 4-H fairgrounds that only have, you know, a couple events at them throughout the year, but they're still open and they have campgrounds with full hookups there. So like, we have full hookups 50 amp this week. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we're not going to give you the exact location because A, it doesn't really matter. And B, we had beers with our neighbors last night and they actually asked us not to give away this exact location. So we are true to our word. And if they're watching this, we got your back. We're not gonna broadcast your secret fairgrounds, but
yeah, so check them out in general. And then one of the great things was the day we checked in, Labor Day weekend, they were having an Oktoberfest in the fairgrounds. So we got 2 days of Oktoberfest. So we'll show you that right now before we head out to the falls. That was a lot of fun and probably one of the coolest, like, unexpected things that have happened to us. So definitely make sure you check out Fairgrounds because who knows what they got going on. All right, so I think we'll go and finally get back out in the rain and check out the falls.
Yeah.
So let's see what this national park has to offer. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What's up?
All right. So we finished with Brandywine Falls. It was a waterfall.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful.
It was nice.
And now we are moving on to
Ledges.
Ledges.
That's what it's called, Ledges Trail, which is to the right. So come this way.
I don't think it's ledges in the sense of like overlooking anything. It's ledges in the sense of like, he was talking about rock formations?
Yeah, they're like different shale levels. And so like, I don't know, it's all like, I guess we'll see in just a minute.
Yes, we'll figure it out and we'll tell you. So let's go.
So I guess these are the ledges all around here. This is pretty cool. Also, we saw in here, I think this is called the Icebox Cave. You can't really see it, but you can't go in it because it's closed right now. And they said year round to protect the bats from white nose syndrome, which they're very serious about at all cave
all
national
parks, all caves. Yeah,
because it's killing off bats, so be mindful of that.
Yeah, I mean, we've never heard of this until we started traveling, because every cave you go to, they ask you about it, or every national park that has a cave. So this one, they've shut down 100% year round. They're not even letting people go in it anymore to try and help save the bats. So it's a sad situation for sure. And I think one national park ranger told us it originated in Europe.
Yeah, I think so.
And they said, I don't know how they know this, but he said that it was like one person went abroad to Europe and picked up the spores on their clothes and then came back, and I think they're from the New York area, because then it was like the northeast states that our bats started dying, and it's been spreading across the US, and it's already to bats in Oregon. And anyway, little history if you didn't know that.
It's a shame, but I mean, this area in general is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, I love all the moss on the rocks and the trees, and it's so quiet. And we saw those deer earlier. They snuck up on us, and I scared the crap out of Jason because I got scared.
Yeah, that was definitely terrifying.
Yeah. It's been lightly sprinkling all day, but it really hasn't dampened this experience. It's so beautiful here. So
yeah, I mean, it's actually kind of nice because there's pretty much no one else out here. I think there's one other car in the parking lot.
Yeah, we haven't seen anyone else on the trail here. So I guess we'll just show you more.
Yeah, let's check out what the rest of this Ledges Trail has to offer.
Okay guys, we are further in. Look at this. We're like in between two ledges now, which is really cool. So we just like, Jason went first and then had to like help me down this whole...
It's not bad, it's just wet and slippery and...
Yeah, so we just got to the bottom and it's really cool in here. So we're like looking around and we're like, this is so cool. And then I look to our right and there's a path to get in here. So yeah, pro tip for you guys, if you're coming here, you want to get in between the ledges, take the path and don't slide on your butt the whole way down the rocks. All right, so we're gonna show you in here because it's really cool. Also, real quick, we just wanted to throw this in here because we realized we never mentioned it in the vlog at any point, but we spent a week in Ohio before the Indiana rally, and we just spent a week in Ohio after the Indiana rally. And the first week we stayed in a so nice. And then we ended up meeting with 2 of our viewers and went on a brewery tour in Cleveland to Great Lakes Brewing. And like, we had a fantastic day. We ended up going to the market. Oh, I can't remember the name. What was the name?
Public market.
Public market. I don't know. Anyway, we had a really great day then as well, and we loved Cleveland, and it's a town that's on our return list. And now this week, you know, we really enjoyed our week here as well, and just being around this tiny little area, and now finding this national park. Ohio is really cool, and we had 0 expectations for Ohio. I hate to say that. I'm not saying that there's not anything here. There's plenty here. There's major cities here. There's great destinations. But we had the rally on our mind. So it was like, oh, let's get to the rally. So we weren't expecting to have this really good time in Ohio. Anyway, we just wanted to throw that in there, that if, you know, you're planning your route and Ohio can be squeezed in. Granted, we only saw the Cleveland area and now this national park, but we would recommend squeezing it in. The people are so nice. There are a ton of microbreweries out here, so if beer's your thing, then this is your place, you know? And anything else? Like,
No, I mean, it's just some of the friendliest people.
yeah, on our whole year being on the road, some of the friendliest people
Yeah.
we've encountered in Ohio.
It's the only place where we are actually invited to go join them, like playing board games.
Yeah.
In the last year.
Yeah.
So
Just in our campground. He's talking about when we were at the
Okay,
Thousand
sorry.
Trails. We just started talking to someone else with a momentum, and then someone else drove up to them to talk to them, and then they saw us and they introduced ourselves, and they're like, hey, we're having game night tonight, stop by. And so we did, and we had a great time there as well. So that was the first time in a campground that we've actually been invited over to someone else's RV just for game night and to be social. So anyway, just wanted to throw that in there, that Ohio is at the top of our list. Like, it's a great state, great people, great breweries, good vibe. So anyway, we will cut to those bloopers. Bye, guys.
all right, so we did. What?
I'm just making faces at the camera.
Look, it's checking my face. So stopping by.
Nobody cares.
All right. What are you just checking Instagram real quick while we're filming on my phone? Well, that was lots of fun, was it not?
You're the worst human.
You just always got to be ready. So that was unexpected and awesome. I think that was probably the coolest thing that we've just accidentally stumbled into. And we snuck onto the fairgrounds. We didn't pay the admission.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Can't tell people that.
Oh, another tip, just walk through the fences, you'll be fine. Is this what you do in the rain?
I don't know how things go.
You can't see your face, but awesome.
Probably meant for not Converse.
All right, go. Come on. These don't look rainproof.
They're not. You like my fashion sense?
Yeah. Please don't do that.